God, this smells like my grandma.
Aw.
Nanny?
I should call her.
She won't talk to me.
Hello and welcome to Social Suicide with Monica and Molly.
The podcast where we, just by putting mics in front of our face, we try not to get canceled.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Fuck. Overstimulated.
Yeah. I don't know why today I'm just like, press all the buttons.
No, you're DJing.
I need therapy.
Please seek therapy.
Yeah.
Monica, I feel like we have a lot to talk about today.
Oh my God, dive
excited.
in.
Let's
Dive
dive in. Where do we want to start? First of all, let's start by me pissing cash away.
God, it's actually my addiction this week.
Pissing cash?
Yeah.
Let's start it off. Molly and Monica's Addiction Corner.
Okay, listeners, newsflash, she got a job.
Oh, wait. I know we have good ones.
You could do it. You could do it.
Which one? There she is.
It's at the Home Depot. No, honestly, I got a job. It's like simultaneously.
I'm coming down.
Like, what? I can't even. But anyways, the positive about a job,
Yes.
is don't even have to have a paycheck and don't even have to have that money deposited into my account before
Absolutely.
I'm like, I can do things again. I cannot feel bad about spending. I love spending money. My parents were, grew up poor.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
grew up poor.
Yeah.
Nobody teaches poor people that's
Financial literacy.
Exactly. So I have money in my bank account. I say spend, bitch.
Spin.
Who has a retirement plan? Not me.
Not I.
My retirement plan, this podcast taking off.
I actually do have a 401k, and I saw it the other day, and it's looking real full. And I'm like, I got so pissed. I'm like, give it to me.
I want it.
Give it to me, Fidelity. Give it to me. I need it right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Holding my money hostage.
I know. You're going to love
Assets.
it whenever you're wanting to retire, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss it in like 1 week.
Exactly.
1 week's time.
Yeah.
I love pissing cash.
My other thing, too, not to get political about money. By the time we are able to access our 401ks, the earth will not be the same place. That money won't matter.
I'm gonna be in an iron lung by the
Yeah.
time that I'm able to get my fucking Fidelity 401k.
And we're going to be living underground.
underground, yeah,
Under
yeah.
the regime of the mole
And we're
people.
not-
You know? The fuck?
And then they're gonna be like, this currency isn't around anymore. You can't actually. It's completely useless. Like, what do you mean?
Exactly. It's all ones and zeros. Yeah.
That makes me
Anyways,
so
not to
sad.
get political.
Not to get political.
But I'm so addicted
Oh
to
my God, I
spending
love this
money.
No, I'm so addicted.
So addicted to it.
I recently am so addicted to spending it on skincare.
Yeah, girl, you're looking good.
She's looking good. And this is where I wanted to do a shout out. I recently got a facial from Katrina. I'm not going to butcher her last name. I believe it's Katrina Urton, if you want to look it up, Monica.
Okay.
Get your phone out.
I'm sorry. Yeah. We have to be more on top of this shit because
yeah.
we spread a lot of misinformation
We
last
also
episode.
have to apologize for spreading misinformation. But so if you're in the LA area and you want to go to Highland Park, go to Frisia Collective. That is where Katrina, she is an in-house esthetician. So I have psoriasis, potentially rosacea. That is not really diagnosed, but I just have very sensitive and reactive skin. I've always had that, and it's always like an issue with hydration and things like that. She got me fucking cured.
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 One session. Cured.
I and I need to message her and be like, my skin, I've been on such a skin journey since middle school. You're talking to a former Proactive user.
Oh,
from
yeah.
the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Which Proactive
Just putting
actually
acid on your skin.
straight up acid and fucking.
You know what I used?
What?
Those Noxema pads.
Oh,
that
fuck.
burned.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's cleaning all that oil off. It's just diesel.
Straight up diesel. I know. I was
And it was so scratchy.
Straight out of fucking Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Wiping my face.
Yeah.
With a Stridex pad.
God.
Straight. I was like,
We were abused.
No, abused.
By the beauty industry.
Absolutely.
2005, 2003 to 2016, honestly.
Yeah, basically. But if you have issues with your skin, go to Freesia Collective. They do a lot of stuff. Also, Monica.
I suggested it, yeah.
Yeah, she suggested gel, GEL.
Yeah.
She does color at Freesia Collective.
She does great with blondes. I used to have a little blonde money piece type thing. And
yeah, she fixed me up real good.
It was awesome.
Y'all
Yeah,
know I had
incredible.
some kind of blotchy, brassy kind of blonde going on. And she got me all straightened out. I'm hot.
You're hot.
Listen.
She's in her element.
Oh, I'm in my element. So yeah, Highland Park, Freesia Collective, gel for color, and Katrina for skin. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, you're
They'll
really
get you
selling
right.
Katrina. I need to go see her.
No, I'm about, if I had.
Your skin looks so good and it's been like a week.
I made you touch it.
I know. Not
yeah.
a pore in sight.
Let me shout out the brands. Please, can we get a brand deal? Please, I'll suck your dick. Please, I'll eat your ass. Please. Please.
Nobody's gonna let us be their sponsor if we
know.
started out with please I'll suck your dick.
Please, I'll suck your dick. I'll eat your ass. Please, please, please. Well, I'll turn this whole podcast into a skincare podcast.
Absolutely.
We don't give a shit. We're gonna set
For the chance to look young
immediately
forever.
when we get sponsors. Sell out.
Oh,
Sell out.
imagine the commercials. It's gonna be a 45-minute episode. 30 of those minutes are commercials.
Commercials.
We're just riffing in the commercials.
La 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 la. Is Clinical. Is
Clinical.
a skincare brand. It's a dermatologist's favorite. That is what Katrina was using on my face. And it's these two moisturizers, like the reparative moisturizer and like shield moisturizer. The shield is a little bit more heavier. And I think more of like if you got like a chemical peel or you have rosacea or some like really deep hydration issues, the shield one is really great. And then there's also like an advanced pro serum. Is Clinical fucking, that's, I would say that's the main one that fucking really, my skin smooth to the touch everywhere. I usually also that I just had issues with like texture and pores. Glass skin.
Yeah.
Glass skin.
Yeah.
And then there was a I started using the Ilia skin tint. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. I'm interested in it.
I'm wearing it right now.
Okay.
And it's...
Because, you were upset with how your foundation was sitting on your face.
I was upset with how my foundation was sitting. Granted, I talked to some of my makeup artist friends, and I was using like a silicone primer with like a water-based foundation. And that is a recipe for it's going to slip and slide and break up. And I was like, I don't understand. And they're like, you're an idiot. I was like...
Could have told you that.
Oopsies. I forgot.
I've been wrong. I've been down.
It's crazy that I used to do makeup.
No, it's insane.
Every client walking out like, my makeup looks like shit. I'm like, damn, that's wild. Damn, that's so wild. Yeah. So those are some of the few products. There was also I think Mara cleansing oil. It's like an enzyme cleansing oil, and that little enzyme is gonna slough off that skin. And that one's amazing too. So, holy fuck, yeah. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss, skincare babes. Speaking of skincare, I mean, we love it because it makes us look amazing, but it also helps us look young.
Look young, yeah.
Your girl found a gray hair. No, honestly, I'm Oppenheimer up in this bitch. And it's like a full ass gray hair. It's silver, actually.
Oh, that's hot.
I know. I didn't make me sad.
No, because I think you look really, because you have such like a rich chocolate like brown hair.
Do you see it?
Oh my god!
I know.
Oh my god.
I love it actually.
If you start to get like a little streak, leave it.
No,
think it'll
I
look
know.
so
I always
sick.
wanted to be Rogue from X-Men. And honestly, when Gel was doing my hair, I kind of had like a Rogue thing going on.
Yeah.
It was like half of my hair was like white blonde.
That's sick.
Yeah. And I was just like, it wasn't like a moment where I was like, I'm getting Odie, me. It was more like, this is beautiful.
This is beautiful. This is womanhood.
Exactly. I loved it. I actually think, okay, so my mom didn't start getting gray hairs until she literally turned 50. Like she's got incredible genes for that stuff.
Nice.
My dad started going gray, I think, he's Irish and Irish people go gray really fast.
Yeah, we age like avocados.
Yeah. Especially Irish men.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and especially dark-haired Irish people. Anyways, so it's all in his beard is where his gray hair is, and I think I'm getting that part of his gene. You know, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm only 30 and but I'm just I don't care.
My dad started to gray, I think, in his 40s. And he used to make me dye his hair with box dye.
My dad never cared.
With box dye. And my dad would sit on the toilet. I think I was in like middle school.
That is insane.
Because I've always been very into like beauty and stuff.
Yeah.
So like whenever, I was always the person. I was like, all right, I'll dye your hair. Or like one time my childhood friend, I dyed her hair and she let me shave half of her head.
Oh, that's so fun.
Julia. Yeah. Shout out to Julia. Julia listens. So
That's
I used to
amazing.
have to dye my dad's he's like bald. So he had the little George Costanza wraparound.
Yeah.
And then we're like, Dennis, it does not look good.
Yeah.
It does not look good.
Not the
There's
vibe.
no dimension.
Yeah. Just shave it, bud.
Just shave. Yeah. Now he just shaves it.
Yeah.
Wow. That was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to go into the next subject, I think it's only right, even though this will come out
Day
2
after
weeks
Easter.
from now, day after Easter.
Easter Monday. Happy Easter Monday to everyone that
He has
celebrates.
risen. Dan Schneider. Do we want to do a mutual curb stomp? Let's go into it. Monica and Molly's mutual curb stomp.
Curb stomp. I'm gonna stomp your face. Honestly, Dan Schneider's been on my curb stomp list for a long time.
Same.
We all been known that he was a bad dude.
Yeah. I know that children need content. They need educational content, but I think it's also so weird when it's older men making a lot of this content.
When you're like a mogul and you have these like deep relationships with young people that like young men and women, but also especially young women and like young girls. And like he was doing that for like almost 20 years at Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And
He's still on some of the shows that I think just came out in 2023.
really,
As a producer, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I went on his IMDb.
But his bad behavior is like even worse than just like having relationships or working relationships with these young people, because it's like you hear the stories about the writer's room that I'm sure they went over in the documentary and like all that shit, and it's just like
that was a good way to start off the documentary, was just by pointing out that on the first season of the Amanda Show, only 2 women were in the writer's room and they were sharing a salary, which is illegal.
it's disgusting and it's illegal.
It's disgusting. And then on the second season, no women are writing.
Yeah, on a show about a young girl.
The lead character is a young tween girl. That writer's room should have been filled with women.
Yes.
Fucking insane.
It's gross.
Disgusting.
But like, I'm also just like Nickelodeon executives that obviously, his behavior is so obviously misogynistic, inappropriate, like the amount of HR complaints lodged against him. And Nickelodeon was like, he's making us good money.
That's our fucking cash cow right there.
Yeah. And the guy from the 80s and 90s, Corey Feldman, who's like, he was like, he's very publicly said how Hollywood the biggest secret in Hollywood is like it's full of all these pedophiles and everything, which like absolutely understand that and that opinion and everything. But I'm just like, like the Amanda Show was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman was saying that shit in the early 2000s and Nickelodeon didn't give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck.
Are you kidding me?
It's like all now coming out. It would not surprise me if was still abuse on Nickelodeon.
Absolutely.
Or any kind of child. I mean, Disney, I don't know. Things haven't really come out about Disney, but I feel like Disney is like a bigger conglomerate than Nickelodeon is. And it wouldn't surprise me if things are just completely swept under the rug more carefully at Disney.
I mean, I think that anytime something sensational like this documentary that's out happens, I do feel like that, pedophiles in any space are like cockroaches. It's like something happens. Oh, yeah,
you shine a light and they're scurrying.
They're scurrying and they find a way to be more secretive. Yeah. Like I think that there like are pedophiles in every corner of this earth that need to be, like taken care of.
Honestly, but this documentary has got me so steamed up that I was just like, why aren't we bringing down the hammer on any kind of crime against a child? It should be like I know that children are amongst the most vulnerable group in our society. We should not tolerate any abuse towards a child. So like why it should be automatically you get 10 plus fucking years or in jail or any any kind of fucking crime. Fucking sentenced to death. Like fucking
damn.
Get him out! Get him out! In the documentary, The Quiet on Set, they do speak about there is one, I think his name was Jason Handy. Ironic last name. And he was a production assistant on a lot of the Nickelodeon shows. And so he was the one to like go and get the kids and walk them to set and everything. And his predatory behavior just got stronger and stronger over the years. And they found all these diaries of him writing about his urges and what he wanted to do. And then it was such a harbored like addiction for him because he had little individual Ziploc bags with girls' names on them. With one Ziploc bag had a pair of underwear in it, and then another one had, printed off emails. And it was disgusting, all the shit that they found. But you can also see where this person it escalates. Yeah. And I can't remember what he ended up going to jail for. I think he did molest a child. Yeah. Or just like predatory behavior. It's disgusting. It
is mostly males.
Oh, it is mostly males.
Gross.
Get him out.
Get him out.
Get him out.
No, I mean, I as a filmmaker myself, a couple years ago, like had a friend who was working or like wrote something that was about a 13-year-old boy or something like that. And it was not sexual in any sense of the word, but I remember thinking about like actually producing that short. And I was just like, yeah, we'd have to work with kids, da 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 da. And then it was just like, I don't know what came over me, but I was just kind of like, I don't know if it's ethical to have kids in the entertainment industry. Because like you have success stories like Hilary Duff, whose parents really advocated for them to be like healthy and like have a relatively normal upbringing as much as you can have when you're a star. Yeah. And then you have people like Amanda Bynes and Lindsay Lohan, whose parents are like all they see in their child is the dollar signs.
Oh yeah, and the Culkin family too.
Yeah. Well, Macaulay Culkin had to support his family, and it was actually his idea. He does not blame his mom for anything, but they were very poor. And
I thought it was his dad. I thought his dad was.
His dad was a piece of shit. Yeah. I think, but he like talks very highly of his mom, and he was like, I think that his dad left his family. Here I am spouting misinformation again.
No, it's Monica.
But from what I can remember, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna look it up. Okay. From what I can remember, his dad left his mom. And they had like 6 kids or something like that, and he was like, I gotta help my mom make money,
Oh, yeah.
And he went and started making movies and he became a big star. That said, he started really young. So now I'm like, and I know he's the oldest.
Yeah.
So I am spouting lies.
No,
the timeline doesn't match up.
No, this is also, we need to take the time to apologize, but also to let people know we actively spread misinformation just because we yap. We be yapping and we believe everything that we say. Mm-hmm. So take everything we say with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything we say is true.
Like I said before, having content for children, with children, I don't think it's ethical. Yeah, it's something that it's like, okay, we have cartoons. Yeah, it's almost to the point if this is just so much abuse that has gone on since like the dawn of Hollywood, something needs to be done.
Oh, okay. Culkin said his father, Kit Culkin, was cruel and violent in his childhood. He said he felt his father was jealous because everything his dad tried to do in his life, Macaulay was excellent at before he was 10 years old. Dang.
Yeah. That's insane. Yeah.
Culkin took his parents to court to block them from controlling his trust fund. Because, there's a lot of like stuff with kids where they don't get all of the money until they turn 18 to make sure that their parents don't steal all of their money.
Yeah, that's why. And they go over this on Quiet on Set about there are a handful of kids in the 90s that were getting emancipated from their parents.
Yeah.
To be able
I wanted to get emancipated.
Oh, same.
It was so fun.
Oh, yeah. It sounds great. I wanted to
be a 16-year-old living in my own apartment.
Yeah, fuck it.
LOL. What the fuck did I think I was?
When in reality, when you think about it, a 16-year-old kid, there's no way they can be like an adult.
Yeah.
And be emancipated from their family.
No, it's crazy thing.
It's so crazy.
I think it's like a part of the law because for like this child needs to be taken away from their parent.
Yeah.
Not like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm ready.
But that's what a lot of these child actors are doing.
Yeah, and I think we discussed last night about Amanda Bynes when she tried to go and get emancipated from her family. Her number one supporter was Dan Schneider, and the court threw it out because they're like, why would we it's obvious that she is a cash cow, and here's her employer and producer is saying she needs to be emancipated, to work her more. No, and they didn't.
No.
Yeah. So shout out to the courts for not
doing something right.
Doing fucking something right. But yeah, Amanda Bynes, it seems like a lot of her stuff has just been really under lock and key.
Yeah.
I'm
sure it's tied up in a bunch of NDAs and like weird shit with her parents.
Oh, absolutely.
And like she's just like Britney, she was in that conservatorship, and yeah.
Someone described Britney and Amanda Bynes basically having a chemical lobotomy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
And I'm sure that like Dan Schneider provided her with drugs,
absolutely.
Sent her down whatever path that he could control her more with.
And also, trigger warning for what I'm about to say. Drake Bell, when he came out with all of his information and all of his stories about how he was sexually assaulted, all of it was under like anesthesia is what is in the court document. So he was drugged like half the time. Yeah.
Anesthesia
is what it says in the court documents, but he was pretty much drugged in some sort of way, so he couldn't even.
That's so sad.
It's really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, see that again, going back to like me as a filmmaker, I'm just kind of like, I just find it so unethical to work with kids, but it's also so conflicting for me because I feel like a lot of the stories that I want to tell are about being a 14-year-old lost in the world type of a thing. And it's like, is the story worth potentially putting a kid in harm's way? Because it's like taking a kid out of their normal routine and putting them around people that want to make money off of them. Is that worth the story that I want to tell.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't, I mean, that's why I loved Pen 15 so much too, is because they had grown adults playing, 14-year-olds.
And it made sense for what they were doing, those two characters. And then I love that they're working with other kids. Yeah. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, it's like they're using these kids. So, I mean, I feel like there is a little bit of a difference now with the adults that are allowed to be on set and and shit like that. And I feel like I would hope that people are more aware of, because I feel like there was such an aura around the 90s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s where it was just like, oh, we don't talk about that. Yeah. Oh, we don't bring that up. That's not, that's impolite. Yeah. And shit like that. And I think that there still are powers that make it hard to speak up when you're like that boss and that employee, 13-year-old employee, 10-year-old employee should not be spending that much time together, or that parent does not give a shit about that child. I think that now we do have more people that would whistleblow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But again, like I said earlier, they scatter like cockroaches and they find new ways to,
Yeah, they find, I remember I was listening to an episode of Crime Junkie, and they were talking about back in the 70s that there was, this is pre-internet, so this is before the dark web and everything. There was a pedophile magazine that, is word of mouth that was being circulated in the United States. Which is insane. And then I read an article, I can't remember who, it was during the pandemic, maybe the New York Times did it. One of the worst things to happen in child pornography was the Polaroid camera. And then after that was are we
Molly, why did you say that?
I'm sorry, we have a Polaroid camera sitting here right now.
Oh yeah, sorry guys. Sorry to our listeners. Only our viewers get that one.
I can't make a joke. But then the second worst thing, which is now has topped the Polaroid camera, would obviously be the internet.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's to the point, I think we've all heard about the people that are sitting online and watching Facebook for disturbing content, or they're on social media platforms looking for disturbing content. There are people like that are on the internet trying to figure out child pornography and where these children are located, and they start from youngest to oldest, and they can't even get past the age of 2 to get to the older kids to try, because there's so much
many
content uploaded in the world at such a rapid pace that, and then these workers that are trying to investigate a piece of content, say that, a video
and
or
now
whatever.
AI, I'm sure, is plugging, making it even worse. And
AI scares me, man, when it comes to this.
The way that,
sexually
exactly.
explicit things,
you
that's
could
where
just
I'm really scared of AI.
Yeah.
If your profile is public and you post a picture of a child, it's out there for the world.
Yeah.
And it's out there for the taking.
That's the season arc on this season of Law & Order SVU, which I did start watching yesterday.
Monica, just
I'm
because
such
you
a
watch
huge fan.
Law & Order.
I'm a detective. I'm Olivia Benson's right-hand man. I'm Olivia Benson's right-hand man. What the fuck are you talking about? She's my girl. She's my president. Olivia Benson is my president.
Holy fuck.
And she's going to take down those pedophiles.
She's gonna take them down.
She would make it her... I'll just stop that right there.
No, I wanted it to keep going.
Olivia Benson will make it her personal vendetta to bring down the Nickelodeon complex. Yeah. She's gonna take every single one of them down, and she's gonna have to.
She's gonna wipe the fucking floor with Dan Schneider.
She's gonna take her
rings
off. She's gonna take her earrings off, and she's gonna beat the shit out of them.
What's Olivia Benson's partner, the hot guy?
He's not on the show anymore, but oh my god, I can only think of his real name, which is Christopher Maloney.
Yeah. I love him.
No, he's amazing. I actually saw some thirst traps of him this morning.
He has such good thirst traps. He posts them himself.
He knows he's a daddy.
No, he knows.
And he's got an ass, a caked up ass.
has a fat ass.
He's good looking man.
Yeah, he's a good looking man. Wow. We really dove deep.
Yeah.
I think we needed to. I know this will air like in 2 weeks or so, but as of right now, everyone is talking about Quiet on Set.
Yeah.
And it's definitely, I'm glad it's in the conversation. I'm glad it's out there.
People need to be aware of it, and they need to whistleblow anything suspicious.
There needs to be more protocols for anything, not just filming it on set, but
Right.
schools, daycare, more
Yes.
protocols when there
Churches.
are churches.
Fuck, that's probably the pedophiles in church are probably worse.
Pedophiles know where to go.
They know where to go.
They know
Absolutely.
the church, Hollywood, a school system, fucking daycare, Chuck E. Cheese. They know where to fucking go. The pool. I think in any kind of industry, and even like the school system and churches, there needs to be someone on site that is doing continuous background checks on people that are working with children and continuous psychoanalytics on people that are working with children.
Yeah.
There needs to be just major protocols put in place.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll be running for president in 2024. Watch out, Gavin Newsom.
I'm coming for you, Gavin.
I'm coming for you, Gavin. Anyways.
Molly, I have a question for you.
Oh my God. Okay.
Do you think you're a bitch or an asshole?
I think I'm a bitch. What do you think I am?
I think you're an asshole.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I knew it. Okay, I'm an asshole. You're definitely a bitch.
Okay. Stop.
I love when someone calls me a cunt and means it.
It means it. You're like, fuck yeah, I am.
Fuck yeah, I'm a cunt.
What do you think is the difference between a bitch and an asshole?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a long explanation.
No, it doesn't. I think a bitch is direct. I think she's right.
I'm like, oh my God.
She's direct. She's right. She tells it like it is. An asshole is kind of an idiot. And has no filter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is just fucking yapping and saying dumb shit. But they're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
But they kind of say shit needlessly.
Yes.
Like, you didn't have to be an asshole in that moment, but you were.
No, I didn't have to be an asshole last night, but I was.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
What do
just
you want
like,
me to
you
do?
just like say shit that like nobody asked you to say.
Yes.
Nobody asked you your opinion. Whereas
Being
like
an asshole, no one asked.
exactly.
No
and
one
like
asked.
with a bitch, everybody has to know.
Everybody has to know. Everyone's
Everyone's
listening.
begging for you to read them to filth.
Yes. Absolutely. I have bitch tendencies.
You do,
but
you have bitch moments for sure.
I have bitch moments,
but ultimately you're an asshole in your heart.
In my heart and
The
soul.
way
I'm
that
an asshole.
you cosplay as a Republican so often is so asshole behavior. And I say
do it
that
on
jokingly.
purpose.
Yeah, I know. Like, Molly is very funny and she is so Republican coded, but she's blue down to her bones.
I'm so blue. I will. Oh, you couldn't.
She doesn't mean any
Kim
of it.
Jong
But
Un could be torturing me to vote red, and I'd say, "Kill me, Kimmy. You won't get it out of me.
put it in there.
Put it in my fucking mouth, Kim Jong Un, because I'm going blue. I'm in a gun, not a dick.
Yeah, I know.
gun.
That was.
God damn it. Anyways, I'll always vote blue. Or I mean, we definitely need like a different political system. But
You know what I listened to finally?
what?
That journal podcast with Mark Cuban. And you talked about it.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
I
talk about
finally listened to it yesterday, and he talks about a different form of voting. Do you remember that?
it. Yes,
Where it's essentially you like rank voting,
rank. Yeah.
and you like rank the candidates, and it's not like a 2-party system. It was interesting. It was an interesting
That is
concept.
interesting.
And yeah, 2-party systems. That's another thing when we're 60 and trying to get or 65 and trying to get our 401ks. There's not going to be. There's going to be one party.
There's going to be one president. He's been president for 12 years.
Exactly. We're going to be Russia.
Yeah, we're gonna be
It's fucking
Russia.
Putin.
Putin is now the president of
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because we voted for Trump too many times.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. No, because I just immediately, every time I hear this, I'm so excited that we put the president. Let's talk about cunt this sound is. That's the cuntiest sound I've ever fucking heard. And it just makes me think of George W. Bush.
I think
Now
of
watch this
George
drive.
H.W. Bush.
Oh, no.
Dana Carvey's version. From
Eh.
SNL.
He's so funny.
love him.
No, sometimes when I just need a good laugh, I go on TikTok and watch the video of George W. Bush doing an interview on the golf course and goes, "Now watch this drive." It's the fucking I can't remember what he was talking about. It is a very serious issue.
That is-
and he responds to it and goes, "Now watch this drive."
Shut the fuck up.
You can't tell me that was our funniest president.
He was hilarious.
I know he's a war criminal, but like,
but he was funny.
but he was funny.
This is what I'm talking about. Republican code.
Sorry. Dude, it is like whenever Trump randomly tweeted like incoherent tweets and like, and he
my
put
God,
Kofefe,
yeah.
I lost
I call
it.
upon
I
all
lost
nations
it.
to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
A lot of people want to send blankets and water.
Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Smash.
No, he is an attractive president.
Food on his family.
You can't tell me he's
Fucking
not.
smash. I also think of Sam Rockwell whenever Bush.
Wow. Yeah.
I love Sam Rockwell.
I love Sam Rockwell.
He's so,
Yeah.
yeah. Someone did, it's a trend on TikTok. The one of Larry David that I sent you where it's like, who's your hear me out?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Your
yeah.
hear me out.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah,
did
yeah.
like, I was like, it's like, who's your hear me out? And one of them, someone posted Larry David as they're like, hear me out. Like, I want to fuck him. And another one did George W. Bush as they're hear me out. And I thought it was so funny.
I get it. I get it for both of them.
Who do you think is your hear me out?
Ooh. After much consideration and a blink mind, I think like other than the obvious, I don't think this one's like scandalous enough, so we'll just pass over him quickly. But obviously Harrison Ford.
Monica.
But no, okay, I'm passing him over because obviously we all want to fuck Harrison Ford
We all wanna-
today.
Today.
I would fuck him today.
And he be looking old.
I know he's 81.
Damn.
Mark Hamill. Hear me out.
Bro looks like a Furby.
I know.
Why are his eyes
He
so
doesn't look.
big?
He doesn't look like a Furby. I was so. Oh my god! I just thought of another one.
Okay,
too.
say it again.
Michael J. Fox.
With or without Parkinson's.
Obviously, with I would fuck him today. Both him and Mark Hamill. When I saw their big movies, Back to the Future and Star Wars, I was
They were in their prime.
so deeply attracted that I cried over Michael J. Fox. I cried that I could never have him. I cried that I could never have Michael J. Fox from 85.
That's a mood. That's a mood. That's a fucking mood.
But they're still hot today.
I agree.
They're still hot today, and I would still fuck them.
I agree. Here's my hear me out, and it's pretty rare. Because anytime I do...
Not surprised by anything you say, by the way.
I know. My hear me out is also the cause of my sexual awakening in middle school. And a lot of people don't know this man. His name's Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures.
I
And
have no idea who you're talking about.
it's the guys that are like, what was that? Bro, like on Ghost Adventure, just look him up. Look him up. Look up Zach Bagans.
Zach, he is hot. He's your type. But this is an old photo of him. I need... Oh, honey. Oh, honey, no. No. You are toxic. I see this photo, and I know that you have a toxic taste in men.
Sorry that I have taste.
He was really hot, though, back in the day.
Him
But
on
now
Ghost
with the
Adventures.
fucking hats,
No, with the hats and the like glasses and
you're
Hear me
you're
out.
so unwell.
hear me out.
You are so unwell.
And he was always so ripped. Why are you ripped chasing ghosts?
Wow. He's got to
friend-
have something to do during the day.
My friend Rachel and I, we would laugh. We still watch Ghost Adventures to this day, and we laugh so hard because they have this little device that's like, if there's a ghost in frame, it's just like a stick figure of what like the ghost is doing, and half the time the little stick figure is just like dancing. And they're like, oh my god, look, oh my god, it's standing on the counter, oh my god. It's really great entertainment. I think I would love to do.
You'd love to have a night with him.
I'd love to have a night with him, but I'd also love to have like a Ghost Adventures parody, like comedy kind of thing. No one steal my idea. It's now copyrighted.
Yeah. You said it live on air. We're publishing that. So it's proof of concept.
Proof of concept. Yeah.
Can't steal it.
Don't take my idea. I mean, you would think it is like a parody or a comedy the way that they behave.
I believe it.
And that's what makes it so funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Pippin has joined us.
Pippin, who's your
Hear me out.
your hear me out? He has a Toby hair in his mouth. Stop. What were you guys doing? Scar from Lion King. No, that's a good one. That's my hear me out.
It's Toby's. No, honestly, my first thought was a bunch of anime.
Cartoon.
Cartoon characters.
Oh, absolutely. I think
Shaggy. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Scooby. Wait, didn't you say your hear me out? Did you send, whenever we first sent it to each other, you said like Pepe from the Muppets or something?
I didn't, but that's amazing.
That's my hear me out.
Rizzo and Pepe. I said you and me were Rizzo and Pepe. Which we are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Rizzo for sure.
I'm absolutely Pepe.
Should that be our Halloween costume? Well,
I love the memes of Pepe and like a big gold chain.
God, I love the Muppets.
I love the
Kermit,
Muppets too.
hear me out. Kermie.
Miss Piggy, hear me out.
I want to be in a threesome with Kermie and Piggy.
You know, I would love to be a third as well.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, they would go hammer.
We're disgusting.
You know, they have delectable taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a room in their house.
Kermie. Oh, no.
Last thing I want to mention is that it is Aries season.
Once again,
You guys better watch out. Monica, I saw this thing on the internet that was like, don't mess with Aries for the next 3 weeks because of all. It was like, if you have something to say to an Aries, don't. They're gonna destroy you.
As an Aries moon, I love Aries. I'm surrounded by Aries.
Yeah.
A lot of my close friends are Aries or Leos. I fucking love Aries. They're so fun. But I will say Aries season always gets I'm drunk the whole time during Aries season because every Aries fucking loves their birthday.
Yeah.
And it's a
I love
birthday
my
week.
birthday. Yeah.
So every
Absolutely.
Aries, like I'm drunk for the whole time because all of my friends are like, it's my birthday week. And I'm like, I'm disgusted.
Yep. This is 100% true.
Yeah. You guys love your birthday.
I love my birthday, but I also blame it on me being from a family of 7. And I was like, oh my God, a day about me. Yeah, it was great. I love my birthday.
And then when it comes to my birthday, all the Aries are like, it's like before the 4th of July, they're like, oh girl, I'm on vacation. I'm like, what the fuck? I was drunk your whole season. Yeah. And then when my birthday rolls around, they're like, I'm in the Bahamas. I can't.
I went to the Bahamas last year for my birthday.
Yeah, like, you guys suck.
I'll be around.
Yeah. I think this year, I said it last year and it didn't happen. I got COVID on my
for your birthday.
for my birthday from the gays.
That's right. I remember that.
No, the gays gave me COVID.
Yeah.
They said
Because it's Pride Month,
Yeah.
actually. That's the other thing.
they said you're not an ally.
Yeah.
Gave me COVID.
They said,
I hate them. I hate them. No one else around me in my group at Pride got COVID. I was the only person
that
got
is
COVID.
psychotic.
I did go on a side mission though.
What was your side mission?
I went and smoked weed with a guy outside.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely what happened.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Well,
That's what you get for being a pothead.
everybody gird your loins. The Aries are upon us.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.
Have a great Aries season.
And we'll see you in a week or 2 weeks. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Goodbye.
Bye.